we're just getting ready to patch up the sign that I made a video about that was destroyed in Mountain Lake Terrace. You can see the original break where the sign was broken in half. This is the second sign in that location, broken in half. And the second time I decided to reinforce each piece of the sign. So we've got it here. After the reinforcement, they shredded the sign, ripped and bent it. You can see here. You can see, look up close. It looks like they used maybe a box knife, a utility knife or something, or a razor to cut this sign up. So Elle and I are going to reinforce this thing. Instead of putting a new sign, we're going to reinforce it and repair it. We're right back in the same location. Alright, here is the Mountain Lake Terrace sign that was damaged. Let's see what's over here. Elle and I repaired it with some lumber, scrap lumber from the yard, and first we secured all the pieces with that little green tape you can see, and then glued each panel individually, and then reinforced the back with these strips of wood and some nice construction screws. So we'll see how this turns out. We're going to put it back up in Mountain Lake Terrace. Alright, here's our final product. We've been getting crafty all afternoon. The sign is reinforced, fixed, and modified with improvements specifically for Mountain Lake Terrace. There we go. I think this sign is just about as good as it's going to get. Here's the final step in our sign reconstruction. Broken tip for my stake here from when they ripped it out of the ground. I'm going to go ahead and fix that with a little saw here. All done. Look at that point. All right, the kid and I have been working on this sign for a little bit today. It's totally fixed, ready to go, back in the ground in Mountain Lake Terrace. Hey, what's going on Facebook Live? I just returned to the corner here in Mountain Lake Terrace where my signs have been destroyed on a regular basis, and I'm here to remount the last damaged sign. So here we are. I heard Lauren Culp talking about how the state tax revenue has increased by 70% or something over the last several years, and then he asked if our own household budgets had increased by that amount, and I can tell you they haven't. One thing you learn when you're running a small business anywhere in this country, one thing you do learn is to work within your means and make do with what you have. And so in the spirit of that, my son and I decided to go ahead and reconstruct the damaged sign and return it to this location. I've been really touched by the outpouring of support that we've had from people from my last video about a week ago showing the damaged signs, and we've got a new order coming in. But for the time being, we have to make do with what we have, and you can't always just throw money at a problem. So we're back here. We're going to mount this sign up. We did a few strategic upgrades to the sign, and we repaired it. We'll just change the camera around. There's the Jay Inslee sign. I was here just 24 hours ago last night, and I had fixed this Jeff Brewer sign that somebody had thrown on the ground, and now 24 hours later it is back on the ground again. You can imagine that. Let's just go ahead and fix this one. Good J little repair here too. Super nice. Okay. And here is our fixed and upgraded sign. See, we repaired and reinforced the damaged sign, and then my son broke out the Cricut and cut these out for me using my wife's computer. So we made this sign especially for Mountain Lake Terrace, and it might not hold up in the rain, but we're supposed to have some heat here for the next week, and I don't anticipate that this sign is going to last very long anyway. So we're going to go ahead and remount it here in the original location. There we go. Sign is fixed, remounted. There's enough room here for everybody on this corner. I don't know why we have to be so destructive. Look at that beauty. All jobs are essential. Reopen Washington. Thanks for tuning in, and I really appreciate the support and fixing these signs. We got a new order coming. Sometimes you got to make do with what you have.